from just above the Lion Shopping District in Clinton's North End. We bring you new music, new artists with brand new songs. This is Up and Coming on the GJRB Online Network.
She's got music in her head, and he's got a picture you ought to see. He's got stories to wake the dead, and she's got a dream that's beyond you and me. How many times have we just let the monster tell us that we'll never make it on the radio? It's just the lions, I won't let that sucker hold me back. Smart enough to play me though, and it's time to live. Just take a look around at the greatness and the sounds. It's time to live. We're not hiding. She's an actress by the day. She wears a uniform at night. You ought to pay him more to play, but he's not the kind to put up a fight. How many times have we just let the monster tell us that the only good is on the radio? It's just the lions, I won't let that sucker hold me back, 'cause he's not strong enough to slay me, no, and it's time. Just to make you smile, and I've got a story to help you believe. How many times have we just let the monster tell us that we'll never make it on the radio? It's just the lions, I won't let that sucker hold me back, 'cause they'll be smart enough to play me though, and it's time to live. Just take a look around at the greatness and the sounds. It's time to live. We're not hiding, and it's time to live. Just take a look around at the greatness and the sounds. It's time to live. We're not hiding. We're not
RB online on Spreaker across America. Samuel Day from Cincinnati, Ohio, and a song that's been kicking off all over the internet and many fine radio stations all over the world. It's a brand new song from him called Time to Live. Good afternoon, Gary Russen with you. It's time now for Up and Coming, brand new music on GJRB. And here's some of the songs coming up. A group that we play quite a bit here on our Christian rock show, positive rock show. The group is known as Beatitude. Watch and pray. And a song, the artist was introduced to us by the Debbie Scott Radio Network and a new friend here on GJRB Online. His name is Keith Brooks, and this is his new one. And two new country artists from the Midwest, one from Indiana, one from Minnesota. This one from Indiana, her name is Danielle Myers with a new song. And something for the guys who are kind of on the lonely side. This is a song called
Might be just the way she talking. Could it be I've got a shot? Yeah, I've got a shot.
Yeah, it's new music there for you. That's what we're doing right here on GJRB Online. New emerging artist, new songs, and coming up details on how you can get your song on Up and Coming. Up and Coming is back on GJRB Online after a long absence off the air. And we're going to be returning with possibly almost every week with new emerging artists all the time. So let's get the show going and continuing with the Beatitudes. This is a group that we've been playing quite a bit here on GJRB Online's Christian rock show, positive rock show. This is called Watch and Pray. Is ticking close to midnight. Watch and pray. The Beatitudes getting things started with our Christian rock music is opening up our up and coming show today here on GJRB Online from somewhere in the USA. Is a guy named Adam Metropolis with a great message. This is Hollywood.
If you break your attachment with God, you will be attached to something because your heart is one great void vacuum. Just please satisfy me. And you will go to a person, you'll go to a job, you'll go to booze, you'll go to computers, you'll go anywhere because your heart is made for God. Martin Luther, from 400 years ago, said, if I could believe that God were not angry with me, I would stand on my head for joy. Have you ever wrestled that deeply with whether God is not angry with you? I think the point of this parable is, come home. Come home. And what you will find as you approach the homeward road as you get near the driveway, as you turn the corner in the neighborhood, that He is already tuning the banjo. I think you should ask yourself the questions, what do I hear in the voice of God when He says, this son of mine was dead and is alive?
It's just a ways down from Hollywood, so where's all you wanted to go? And it's where I said it got it good. Got a job and the rent is low. But you know, something's wrong with your soul. You wanna run home, but you know that ain't home. Girl, little girl, where are you going so fast? Relax, the whole world is passing away. But you're too tense to notice today. You just not die and stand before Jesus. Boy, little boy, what are you looking for? She don't exist, just a figment of your TV. Wanna be married to Mrs. Mystery. Guess it ain't enough to be in love with the Lord of Glory. It's just a ways down from Hollywood. It's where his eyes wanted to go. And it's where I said it got it good. Got a job and the rent is low. But you know, something's wrong with your soul. You wanna run home, but you know that ain't home.
Your heart is made for God, and God is big, and therefore the hole is broad when you cut yourself off from Him. And it takes a lot to fill it, and nothing works. Nothing.
What was achieved by the dying of Jesus Christ? When He died, the wrath of God was absorbed by Him. Objectively achieved, wrath absorbed, sin carried, righteousness performed, eternal life obtained, purchased. Now, the offer. Essential to the gospel is that this is free for the believing.
It's just a ways down from Hollywood. It's where his eyes wanted to go. And it's where I said it got it good. Got a job and the rent is low. But you know, something's wrong with your soul. You wanna run home, but you know that ain't home. It's just a ways down from Hollywood. So where his eyes wanted to go. And it's where I said it got it good. Got a job and the rent is low. But you know, something's wrong with your soul. You wanna run home, but you know that ain't home.
If you run away from God, if you say, I'm out of here, I'm going to do my own thing, it will feel free for a while. Until your money's gone, which is His, He gives you life and breath and everything that you might worship and love Him in. It's gone and famine.
Yeah, there we go. A brand new artist, Unknown Places, Adam Metropolis on GJRB Online. You hear that a lot of the Positive Rock Show. Along with Drew Weir, there's a new artist, comes out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hear My Cry on the Positive GJRB Online. Up and coming.
At your feet, desperate for your touch again. I'm lost within this moment. I'm hungry for more of you, yeah. So hear my cry. I'm calling out to you. And hear my cry. A voice from the darkness. Cast my heart deep into your streams of love. Replenished by your water, yeah, yeah, rising up again. You lift me from the ashes. I'm soaring on your wings of love. So hear my cry. I'm calling out to you. And hear my cry. A voice from the darkness. Oh, yeah. Hear my cry. I'm calling out to you. Hear my cry. A voice from the darkness. Hear my cry. I'm calling out to you. Hear my cry. A voice from the darkness.
Fabulous. As an artist comes out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, you'll be hearing them quite a bit on our Positive Rock Show. A song called Hear My Cry. Drew Weir on the Positive Rock Show coming soon, so stay tuned for that. GJRB Online, fabulous tune there called Hear My Cry. Absolutely fabulous. Coming up, country singers from the Midwest, including Indiana and Minnesota, among others. Here, welcome to the show. I'm Gary J. Russen. This is the Positive Rock Show, and that's part of our Positive Rock Show's new playlist. But this is a show called Up and Coming, all brand new emerging artists, and that's what we're playing right here for you. And you can be part of Up and Coming. Get your band in there and get your song in there, and I'll give you all the details coming up throughout the afternoon on this program. So if you want to get your song on Up and Coming, love to have you aboard. It's Up and Coming. Coming up next, more great music on the GJRB Online Network.
If you're not new research artist, one song that needs to go is Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation, a website purely devoted to new music from new artists from every town and every state in the U.S. If you're a solo artist and recording your own music, it's Reverb Nation. Stop on by, visit, listen to the music, check out the site, www.reverbnation.com. Put your music out there and gain an audience. Go to Reverb Nation for the best in new music. And remember, if you like your songs played on GJRB Online's Up and Coming, drop me an email at GaryJ65@yahoo.com. And I'll be playing your song on all GJRB online shows. Remember the name, Reverb Nation.
Yeah, get that back up there. Yeah, get that microphone back up there. Yeah, okay. Okay, we got Gary J. Russen with you. How you doing, everyone? I hope you're enjoying the program. This is called Up and Coming here on GJRB Online. That means more music and more emerging artists from across the nation. And we've got a couple of real good ones coming up. One coming out of Minnesota. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get into my notes here, and I'll give you some of the places where he's come. This next artist is coming from Wheatfield, Indiana. That's coming up. But this kind of guy coming up, his name is Mike Corison, and he's from Cloquet, Minnesota, and we'll have his song coming up here in just a little bit called Whiskey Talkin'. A kind of inspirational song for those guys out there who are kind of by themselves and lonely. So stick around for that. That's coming up. And this is Up and Coming on GJRB Online. New emerging artists, brand new songs. And I'm glad to bring them to you. We got some more great songs coming your way. And if you're a band who would like to have your song played on Up and Coming, I'd love to play it for you. If you send me an MP3 in attachment, either two of my emails. That's GaryJ65@yahoo.com or GaryJ021361@gmail.com. And I'll try to get your song on there through an MP3. If you have your song on any one of the emerging sites like SoundClick, SoundCloud, other places like that, Reverb Nation, I'll put your song on there. Just let me know where you're at and let me know the name of your group, and I'll go and listen to your songs, because I listen every week. And I'll pick a song that I think is fabulous and deserves a lot of attention on the air. And these are quality songs I'm playing today. So your song could be one of them. And you get yourself a thrill of hearing your song from the greats of them on many one of our GJRB programs. But this is strictly an emerging artist show. So get your song on there right now. That's Up and Coming, GaryJ65@yahoo.com or GaryJ021361@gmail.com. If you're a follower of me on Facebook, great. You could do that. You can befriend me on Facebook and put your song there. If you are here on Spreaker, just let me know where you're at if you record, and I'll follow you and get your songs. And if you're down the line, you'll be on another show I have here, where emerging artists, where I interview you and talk about your music, called Artist Showcase. I'll have details on that one coming up a little later on. But those are some of the places you can have your song being played. And this show being brought to you by Reverb Nation. And it's one of the sites that is emerging artist. Reverb Nation. That's REVERBNATION. Reverb Nation. And they're fabulous. They have all new emerging artists on there. And if you're one of those that's on there, I will get you and play your songs on this show. And I got a few songs from Reverb Nation on here coming up next hour. Right now, though, let's get back into more of that up and coming music here on GJRB Online. This guy comes out of Cloquet, Minnesota. His name is Mike Corison, and this is a great country song as we head into our country part of the show. This is called Whiskey Talkin'. Mike Corison, Up and Coming on GJRB.
Might be just the whiskey talking. Could it be I've got a shot? She keeps picking over my way. Man, that girl is so damn hot. Got some nerves rolling up inside me. Not sure if I should walk on by. Give her a wink, see if she shows interest. Maybe then I'll just say hi. Don't be afraid to take a chance, guys. It might be your lucky day. If you don't put yourself out there, those angels will just fly away. Take a shot, don't you miss it. Stand tall and don't you stray. When fate comes knocking at your door, boy, you'll be glad you came to play. Hello, hi, how you doing? What's a girl like you doing here? I see her drinking ice cold Coronas. Can I buy you another beer? She just looked then started laughing. Tells me that I'm kinda weird. She said she saw me staring at her, and yes, I can buy her beer. Don't be afraid to take a chance, guys. It might be your lucky day. If you don't put yourself out there, those angels will just fly away. Take a shot, don't you miss it. Stand tall and don't you stray. When fate comes knocking at your door, boy, you'll be glad you came to play. Band was playing some rockin' country. I saw her singing, tapping her toes. Asked her if she wanted to dance right then and maybe see where this night goes. She took my hand, said let's go do this. On the floor we danced real slow. She locked my lips with a big old wet kiss, raised up on her tippy toes. Don't be afraid to take a chance, guys. It might be your lucky day. If you don't put yourself out there, those angels will just fly away. Take a shot, don't you miss it. Stand tall and don't you stray. When fate comes knocking at your door, boy, you'll be glad you came to play. I gazed into those baby blue eyes. My heart just jumped and skipped a beat. She told me if I treat her real nice, she'll take me home for something sweet. Don't be afraid to take a chance, guys. It might be your lucky day. If you don't put yourself out there, those angels will just fly away. Take a shot, don't you miss it. Stand tall and don't you stray. When fate comes knocking at your door, boy, you'll be glad you came to play. It might be just the whiskey talking. Could it be I've got a shot?
Mike Corlson from Indiana there, from Minnesota there, by the way, and Whiskey Talking. And right now we got some more new emerging artists right here on GJRB Online. This next artist comes out of Wheatville, Indiana. She's another Myers, as a matter of fact. Her name is Danielle Myers. This is called Cowboy Cadillac.
There was an old truck parked behind the barn. Daddy said it was there when he bought the farm. And it'll be mine when I'm old enough to drive. He said that it may not look like much, but every cowgirl needs a pickup truck. When it's done, you won't believe your eyes. Now it's
baby doll, you have hair so beautiful. Oh, baby doll, you have a warm tenderness so sweet to my mind. Oh, baby doll, you have pretty, bright, shining eyes that sparkle and shine. Yes, I thank God Almighty, you're so much fun, and you're so kind. And this is a much more than a new beginning, a beginning of a true love situation that's meant for you and me. Yes, it's much more than a new beginning. So, darling, I hope and pray that you will always stay. Situations that meant for you and me. Yes, it's much more than a beginning. So, darling, I hope and pray that you will wanna stay. Oh, baby doll, will you ever find time to love me? Oh, baby doll, will you be my special love?
Dear Lord, I've been drifting and lost for so long. I've wasted your favors and done so much wrong. But I'm down to my last prayer, and I'm begging you, please, is there room at the river for someone like me? Is there room at the river for someone like me? Will I find you waiting to wash my life clean? Lord, I know I can't stand until I fall on my knees. Is there room at the river for someone like me? I know I've tried your patience and I've stolen your gifts. You still reached your hand out, gave my heart a lift. Well, I know that you've been watching and you don't like what But you see, is there room at the river for someone like me? Is there room at the river for someone like me? Will I find you waiting to wash my life clean? Will you tell John the Baptist, oh, to set my soul free? Is there room at the river for someone like me? Oh, is there room at the river for someone like me?
Yeah, Mike Templeton and Pocket Change on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America, and of course Room at the River, great song, and one we played many, many times on our Bluegrass Jubilee show. Before that, Oh Baby Doll, Woody Cochran. And I'm Gary J. Russen here, bringing you some brand new music, brand new emerging artists on Up and Coming. That's the name of the show. It features brand new music, brand new artists. And like I said, if you're one of those that would like to get their songs played on this show, and you follow me on Spreaker, just let me know where you're at. We'll get your song on there. And, of course, like I said before, you might be on Up and another emerging artist show called where I interview people. And it's a fabulous show. And kind of have a lot of good time with that one. And I hope you tune in for that sometime. It's absolutely fabulous. It's called Artist Showcase. And we started our Artist Showcase with an artist we played at the very beginning of our show from Cincinnati, Ohio, Samuel Day. And he had a big show on the other night in Cincinnati, and asking people to vote for his band. And he just had a pretty good turnout, from what I understand. We'll check in with that later, but absolutely fabulous. And one of these days we'll do a feature show called Battle of the Bands, new emerging artists, so check out that one. Meanwhile, though, we got some more great emerging artists coming your way here on GJRB Online, and got a lot of really good ones for you, so I hope you'll stay with me for the best in the emerging artist. Up and Coming is the name of the show, and you're on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And thank you so much for tuning in. The Up and Coming show, brand new emerging artists, and we got some more coming your way. Hope you'll stay with me, including I got some new artists here. I know you're going to love to listen to some of these absolutely fabulous artists. Got some coming in from, we got some jazz coming up. The Blues of Orion, we've been playing that for a while. Beautiful song called Heaven. And then we got Rex Reynolds, he's got a new one. And we'll end out with give them the thrill of hearing their song with a great one, Benny Goodman. So stay here for that. It's going to be fabulous. It's all coming up next on Up and Coming, right here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And love to play all this new music for you. And always glad when we get some people out there listening to the program, because then I know that you're out there listening to the radio here on GJRB Online. Always a pleasure to bring you this stuff, and do that. So it's always fabulous. Got some more new artists, including later on a remake of an old song done by Elvis Presley. And believe it or not, this artist does a good job with it, too. Not too bad. We're going to play him coming up. I believe that's the one from Paducah, Kentucky, but don't quote me on it. We'll check that out later, because that's something we want to listen to. It's absolutely fabulous. And we have it here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. Yeah, we got it all right here. Up and Coming is the name of the show. We got some more coming up your ways here. Next hour, we also have Apologetics, and some more new music from new artists across the nation, including one from Georgia and a couple from across the big pond. Yes, it's coming up next from the UK. Stay tuned. It's coming up next on Up and Coming on the GJRB Online Network. You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA, listen, and enjoy. And we're back on the air with 50 minutes of non-stop great music. In a 50-minute music hour, we're doing up-and-coming, brand-new emerging artists right here on GJRB Online. And we're wrapping up the hour with some jazz and big band. This one I've been playing for quite some time. It's a fabulous one. The group is called the Blues of Orion. Not exactly sure where they hail from, but this is a beautiful piece of music. It's called Heaven. Fabulous piece of music. That is called Heaven. Blues of Orion, right here on GJRB Online. This next artist, we've been playing for quite some time. He's a favorite artist here at GJRB Online. Really appreciates us playing his music. He's from our SoundClick site. Fabulous guy. This is incredible music. He has a new one. Rex Reynolds. This is called The Best Thing for You Is Me. New music from Rex Reynolds on Up and Coming. From America's Heartland, this is GJRB, Clinton, Iowa. instrumentals, the thrill of hearing his song played by the likes of the great ones like Benny Goodman and Moonglow. On Up and Coming, welcome to the second hour of Up and Coming, headed back into the rock and roll era with a song that's, no, it's not The Who, it's Apologetics, Won't Get Born Again. On Up and Coming. artist with songs written by new songwriters today on Up and Coming. And this hour on Up and Coming, some of the more great songs on the way. Stick around for these. Yeah, it's an artist that comes out of Georgia. He's got a song called, it's fabulous, called Stop Time. Yeah, coming up. And we have a great reggae type of worship song. This is fabulous. Check this out. Yeah, that's a great one. Trust the Lord in all your might. That is a new artist. His name, he comes out of Gunnison, Colorado, and it's called. And that's coming. And this is just some of the songs coming up this hour on Up and Coming, right here on GJRB Online. 50-minute music hours, more great music. And again, once again, we'll repeat the details of how you can get your song on Up and Coming. So stay with me for that. And also, when this show will air, what times here on GJRB Online. Here on Spreaker, glad you could stick with me. Got some more great, in addition, got some more great music, including Keith Brooks and a new group called Rainy. Stick around. It's all coming up right here on GJRB. Up and Coming. Let's get this started and keep the hour going. 50-minute music hours right now. A song that absolutely sounds kind of like a Spencer Davis group, you know? Little Kevin Gross here. Sound of a Breaking Hearts. Up and Coming.
All over the world, it happens to boys, it happens to girls. Time marches forward, it moves too damn fast. One breath is your first, baby. One breath is your last. And then there's a sound, always a sound, the sound of a breaking heart. That's the sound of a breaking heart. Oh, no. That's the sound of a breaking heart. That's the sound of breaking heart. That's the sound of a breaking heart. Damn, damn, damn. Well, you can't run, but you can't hide. And no matter how lonely you feel, you leave people behind. Well, they can't save you, baby. They can't keep you alive. No amount of money, no amount of time. They start making a sound. Hear the sound of a breaking heart. That's the sound of a breaking heart. That's the sound. That's the sound of a breaking heart. That's the sound of a breaking heart. That's the sound of a breaking heart. Oh, that's the sound of a breaking Can you hear it, baby? When you lose somebody you love, there ain't nothing you can do. Damn, a big difference can buy you some time, but no matter how hard you try, you leave people behind. It's a hard time of living, baby. It's a bill we all pay.
sit around trying to look pretty, but you're fake, deceiving many people whose advantage you take. Some may disagree and you put them down. One-sided slander you spread all over town. I got real tired of your conniving ways. Decided it was time, so I can't stay. I'll carry on without you another day. But here's what I'm saying. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. I say so long, baby, baby, bye-bye. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. I don't need you no more. Bye-bye. Drama queen, always seeking sympathy, making others look bad so maybe they will see how you're always right, everybody else is wrong. Let somebody cross you up, you make sure they are gone. I got real tired of your conniving ways. Decided it was time that I can't stay. I'll carry on without you another day. And here's what I'm saying. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. I say so long, baby, baby, bye-bye. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. I don't need you no more. Bye-bye. Got real tired of your conniving ways. Decided it was time and I can't stay. I'll carry on without you another day. But here's what I say. Yeah. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. I say so long, baby, baby, bye-bye. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. Don't need you no more. Bye-bye. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. Don't need you no more. Bye.
Yeah, there you go. Keith Brooks is from Hampstead, North Carolina. So long, baby, baby, bye-bye. And he's got this played on some stations, and of course, right here on GJRB Online, Keith Brooks. And we introduced he was playing quite a bit on the Debbie Scott Radio Network before they went off the air. And we miss Debbie Scott and hope that maybe eventually she'll come back. That would be great if she did. And we miss her music. And he's one of the fabulous artists that played on her show. We got another one coming up on a future show, too. So stay with us for Up and Coming here on GJRB Online. Coming up next is another group from Bath in the UK. Stay with us. Up and Coming right here on GJRB Online. Brought to you by Reverb Nation, where you too can get your songs on Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation is a place especially for emerging artists. If you're one of those that's an emerging artist and like to get their song on the radio, hey, what a great place. But Reverb Nation, I mean, these people are absolutely fabulous. Their site is incredible. It's specifically dedicated to new emerging artists. And if you're one of those that's an emerging artist who would like to get their song on Reverb Nation, as the details, I don't know exactly how to do it, but I'm sure somebody does. Reverb Nation, it's ReverbNation. Fabulous. And if you're a emerging artist and like to, that'd be the place to go. Reverb Nation. And they have the best in music. Got more stuff coming up next. Stay with me. More Up and Coming continues on the GJRB Online Network. Stay tuned.
You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming. And programming in other great music formats. Like blues, urban, including rap. Also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy.
And we're back on the air here on GJRB Online as we're in our wrap-up final gun lap hour of Up and Coming here on GJRB Online, so stay with me. We got a lot of really good stuff coming your way, so I hope you'll be with me for the rest of the show, as we have about a little over 30 minutes left to go of our program, and we still got some more great songs to play for you, some emerging artists that we haven't had on the air yet, and you're going to hear a lot of them right here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker, and includes some newer artists, including Frank Tidwell. He's our new artist from Georgia. We also have an artist, we also have a remake of an Elvis song coming up, so you're going to want to check that out. Also, a couple of them in our cover song segment, and then we'll wrap up with a few more good ones as we wrap up our show, including music from, let's see, we're going to wrap it up with some jazz with Chris Wells and D.B. Hankister. Should be an interesting one. And if we have time, we'll throw in the latest on our smooth jazz list, Pete Rylick, and that'll probably wrap up our show. So I hope you enjoyed the program. Up and Coming on GJRB Online. So why don't we keep the show going and bring you some of the best in emerging artists here on Up and Coming on GJRB Online on Spreaker, across America on GJRB's fabulous podcast site, Spreaker, GJRB Online, and glad you could be with me right here on GJRB Online, right here, GJRB Online. Yeah, you know it. Getting back into it. This is been playing on our playlist for quite some time. His name is Ken Arbaji. It's what I'll call Life So Far.
So here we are, way down the road of life. Did things work out the way you thought they would? Would you change the path you're on if you could? Or would you choose to live the life you've lived? Some of us have taken off, and some of us have stalled. Be careful judging who has won. The answer's deep inside. Me, I don't think I would change things much. Maybe I could lighten up a bit. I have plenty to be thankful for. There are times we're dealt bad cards, but we learn from all the stars. It's all just part of living life so far.
back then and tried to guess who you might be now. Would you have nailed your profile to a T, or would you have been off by miles and miles? Well, some of us have had it good, and some of us are down. But life is what you make of it, so get up off the ground. Me, I don't think I would change things much. Maybe I could lighten up a bit. I have plenty to be thankful for. There are times we're dealt bad cards, but we learn from all the scars. It's all just part of living life so far. It's all part of living life so far. It's all just part of living life so far.
Yeah, good one there. Art Banshee, I pronounced it. Pretty good. Quick reminder that we have we're talking about when this show is going to air. Right now, this show has no time slot as of now. Don't know when this show will air or what days it's going to air, but we're going to try to make it either on the weekends or sometime within the week. We're going to be airing it spontaneously for now, which means that whenever you see a posting for this show on any one of our Facebook, any one of the groups, including Meet the Spreakers, Spreaker Tavern, and the GJRB online listener page, and you see the show up and coming, you know we're on the air. Otherwise, don't have a scheduled time slot for this show as we continue our spontaneous summer. And we got some more good stuff coming your way. Like I said before, don't know when we're going to be. I'm going to be working on a schedule, but it probably won't launch until probably November sometime at this point. So I'll let you know what's happening, how we're going to schedule programming here on GJRB Online. So we're going to be spontaneous all the way through to November. And we'll give you all the details. And, of course, Christmas time, we have spontaneous programming anyway with holiday programming. Then in 2021, we'll have something new and different to start off with. So keep it here on GJRB Online. We got some more really good stuff on the way. Wrapping up our show with some more great music. This next artist coming out of... this next artist... we're going to try to fit as much as we possibly can in the next 15 minutes or so. So we're going to wrap up this show. And we're going to get all these songs in that I plan on getting in. If we don't get them in, we'll have them on the next edition of Up and Coming. But right now, let's go to an artist that we were premiering here on Up and Coming. And he is out of a town called Adairsville, Georgia. And this is an artist by the name of Frank Tidwell. This is called Stop Time on Up and Coming.
In my dream we danced all night underneath the street corner lights, surrounded by the neon glow of fireflies. I don't want to wake up now I just can't seem to get enough. Standing on the brink of forever, we had the world beneath our feet. Never known this crazy kind of freedom. I just wish this dream was reality. For every quiet little moment, I'm staring into your eyes. I seem to break away from this world I'm in. You make me so high, I don't wanna come down from this place up in the sky. I can't believe I'm still dreaming. Wish I could just stop time. Stop
There you go, Frank Tidwell from Georgia and Stop Time. Gary J. Russen with you on Up and Coming. We're wrapping up our show here on GJRB Online. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the program, and you can enjoy this program on demand all weekend right here on GJRB Online, so you can find out all the great you missed all the great songs. You'll catch them again on Up and Coming right here on GJRB Online. And if you'd like to get your song on there, all you got to do is just, again, send me an email with GaryJ65@yahoo.com and let me know. And I will, if you have a song that you want on the air, your band recorded, just send me an MP3 with that song in a attachment to get to Up and Coming, GaryJ65@yahoo.com or GaryJ021361@gmail.com, and I'll get the songs. I'll review it, and more than likely, it will be on the next edition of Up and Coming right here on GJRB Online. So, like I said, just get that song out there. And, of course, if you are one of those that have that song available, if your song available on other social sites, you can do that way too, or other music sites that deal in emerging artists such as Reverb Nation. Just let me know where it's at and what song it is. I review songs every week on the for the next program, so just drop me a line and we'll get your song on the radio here on GJRB Online. This next artist comes out of Chicago, I believe, and they do a remake of a Elvis Presley song. As a matter of fact, it's this Elvis Presley song. Check it out.
If you wanna be kissed, well, you got to kiss me too. Oh yeah, if you wanna be kissed, well, you got to kiss me too. Oh yeah.
That was a minor song for Elvis Presley, about which he recorded back in early 1956 and entered into the charts. The song is called One-Sided Love Affair, and it's in our cover section today. We bring it to you by an artist named Ronnie G. One-Sided Love Affair, a cover song on Up and Coming on GJRB.
If you wanna be loved, no baby, you gotta love me too. If you wanna be loved, baby, you gotta love me too. Oh yeah, 'cause I ain't for no one-sided love affair. If you wanna be kissed, well, you gotta kiss me too. Oh yeah, if you wanna be kissed, baby, you gotta kiss me too. Oh yeah, 'cause I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Well, a fair exchange bears no robbery, and the whole world will know that it's true. understand and solve those problems, baby, that's what I'm telling you. If you wanna be hugged, well, you gotta hug me too. Oh yeah, if you wanna be hugged, baby, you gotta hug me too. Oh yeah, cause I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Well, a fair exchange bears no robbery, and the whole world will know that it's true. Understand and solve those problems, baby, that's what I'm telling you. If you wanna be loved, now baby, you gotta love me too. Oh yeah, if you wanna be loved, baby, you gotta love me too. Oh yeah, cause I ain't for no one-sided love affair. Cause I ain't for no one-sided love affair. I ain't for no one-sided love affair.
And like I said, I believe he's from Chicago. Not quite sure, but I think he is. That's fabulous. That's Ronnie G. It's G-E-E. So he says his name. And I'm looking that up right now. Let me double sure of that. And let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. I think I got it from this one. So I'm going to mark it. And see if we get his name in there. And there it is. Yeah, by the way, yeah, I heard, let me see for sure. Yep, Chicago, Illinois. I was right. Chicago, Illinois, Ronnie G. And remake of an Elvis song called One-Sided Love Affair. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here on our up-and-coming show. Some songs that didn't make it on our show this time around that we didn't have time to play included... let's see here. We have a song that we did not get time to play. Fortunately, we ran out of time on our show, and we'll get it on the next edition. Some of the ones that that did not make the playlist, made the playlist, but unfortunately didn't have time for. A group called Dulcimer out of Manchester, UK. We didn't get him on, and we didn't get Rainy on, R-A-I-N-Y. From Bath, UK. We ran out of time for that one too. But that will be on our next edition of Up and Coming. Rainy, with that song. So we got all this coming up on the next edition of Up and Coming here on GJRB Online. And that was Not Lead to the Light. We'll have that on the next show. Okay, so we're working on the next up-and-coming show, and that will be I'll be working on a playlist for that show and a air date TBA. So watch for postings on the GJRB Spreaker public site, on Facebook, Twitter, and also on all the other social sites, as well as Convo and MeWe, and we'll have that show on another day. So just watch for postings. And, of course, you never know when we're going to be on the air. Just watch for Facebook followers, watch our postings. And if you see us in Meet the Spreakers, Spreaker Tavern, and the GJRB online listener page, and you see those postings, we are on live. Same with Twitter. Twitter listeners who listen to us on Twitter, I'm the Radio Maniac. You see that posting with the widget, just click it, and it'll open up, and we're on the air, and you can hear the show. Up and Coming right here on GJRB Online, and always fabulous to bring you the best in new emerging artists right here on GJRB Online. And we're winding down to the end of the program, so we're going to say goodbye with a fabulous song that was remade as a jazz selection by a guy named Pete Rylick, and a fabulous version of this one. And it's going to take us out. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed Up and Coming, and we'll have another show real soon. Have yourself your best evening ever. So long, everyone. Leave you now with Eleanor Rigby, remake of the old Beatles tune to take us out. Have yourself your best evening ever, and thank you for listening to Up and Coming on GJRB.
This is the GJRB Online Network.